this life we have to really sometimes go out of our way to see beauty and find beauty, especially depending on our social situations and our life situations, the environment in which we live. It's very easy to recognize the beauty, and others it's not, and that's okay. Removing ourselves from our environment can oftentimes give us perspective, though, and make us appreciate our home environment more. Sometimes it does the opposite. And it's just important to find gratitude and really work to lighten our loads in life so we can have that gratitude. And oftentimes, to really get it, we have to remove ourselves for a time. Right now I'm up in the San Luis Valley doing some hot spring soaks, about to go work a festival. Got the beautiful mountains behind me. Crestona's right around there, just in that area. I mean, Hope says it's our home where we're homeless. So we don't own anything out here, but we definitely have some real estate here, if that makes sense. And finding gratitude for what we have so we can navigate life. Just being happy and content is so important. I can't even stress the importance of that. Gratitude is really just awareness that what we have is enough, and seeing in ourselves that we are enough. So I pulled a card today, and it's the gratitude card. And it's something I'm really practicing, so we're going to go for it. In the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, we find the 10 yamas and niyamas. The 5 niyamas are observances to be cultivated through daily practices designed to clarify the internal relationship with the self. Santosha is the second of them, and it refers to contentment. The virtue associated with this card is gratitude. Yogi Bhajan used to say that being grateful is an open door to abundance. An attitude of gratitude is when we are able to acknowledge that the reality, events, and environments that surround us are the Creator's doings. We may call it God or the universe, the cosmos, cosmic law, or whatever we will, or by any other name. Being grateful stems from acknowledging one's smallness and one's impact and connection to the entire cosmos, and embracing reality as a yogi with non-attachment and no judgment. With the attitude of gratitude, the spirit will rise, nature will come knocking with wealth and prosperity. Thus, gratitude is a divine attitude through which we are served by the universe. And really, abundance is just knowing that we are enough and we have enough. And these words are, of course, a little bit more eloquent than me. That is the nature of these things. We're going to use the mantra Had, 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 Had Gobinde, Had, 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 Had Mukande, Had, 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 Had Udare, Had, 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 Had Apare, Had, 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 Had Haryang, Had, 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 Had Karyang, Had, 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 Had Niname, Had, 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 Had Akame. So we'll grab opposite elbows, kind of giving ourselves a hug, close the eyes down. There's people coming up, so you're probably going to be able to hear them. That is the world. It's distracting at best. Bringing up my timer. 7 minutes today. Eyes closed. If you want, you can look down towards the tip of the nose. We're going to breathe long and deep for 2 minutes, chant the mantra, just bellowing it out for a minute or so, and then we're going to whisper, and we're going to do it silently and just consciously breathing with the mantra. Just grabbing opposite elbows and feeling the length of your breath. No particular focus besides the breath. Breath deep and long. Last 30 seconds, get the breath as long as you can manage. Just feeling the expanse of the inhale, that relaxation of the exhale. Inhale. Now you can look at the prompt for the mantra. Exhale. Be chanting out loud for 1 minute. Inhale to begin. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. Hat, 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 hariyong. Hat, 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 kariyong. Hat, 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 nirname. Hat, 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 akame. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. Hat, 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 hariyong. Hat, 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 kariyong. Hat, 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 nirname. Hat, 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 akame. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. Hat, 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 hariyong. Hat, 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 kariyong. Hat, 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 nirname. Hat, 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 akame. Now whisper. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. Hat, 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 hariyong. Hat, 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 kariyong. Hat, 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 nirname. Hat, 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 akame. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. Hat, 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 hariyong. Hat, 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 kariyong. Hat, 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 nirname. Hat, 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 akame. Hat, 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 gobinde. Hat, 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 mukande. Hat, 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 udare. Hat, 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 apare. silently vibrate it. Halfway there, we are doing this full times. I spoke wrong at the beginning. If you start to feel twitchy, if you start to feel unrest, you may have to move the body a bit, and that's okay. We work to still the body and mind in unison and focus at this mantra. Finish the cycle you're on with the mantra. Hold the posture. Inhale. Hold the breath, elongate the spine, squeeze in on the elbows into the rib cage. Bring into mind something you're grateful for. Through a cannon breath, through the mouth, let it go. Again. Hold, pull, and squeeze. This time, give yourself gratitude. Just shower yourself in this energy. Feeling lightness come over you. Cannon breath. One more. And release. So that was roughly 15 minutes. So that mantra is interesting. Sometimes you'll see it and it's Had Govinde, Had Makande. Sometimes it's Had Had. Sometimes it's Had Had Had. Sometimes it's Had 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 Had. Sometimes it's just the mantra without any Hads. And in the Kundalini Oracle cards, I swear there's all four of them because I'll pull it like different each time. It's relatively challenging to keep up with it. It trips my mind up. So it's good and challenging. On a base level, these mantras, they really just help us focus on something that can come from the inside but is not us. They help us feel connected and just clear space. They're extremely powerful, especially right now in this modern age where we're so distracted and we need to learn how to focus. So focusing on these words, both externally, quietly, and internally, is invaluable in my experience. But what works for one may not work for another, and sometimes you meet incredible resistance, and that resistance means that we need to just sit with this, see what that resistance is. You know, kind of like touch it lightly. And if you meet really big resistance, you do small amounts. But if it's just that obvious, like, oh, I need to be doing this, resistance, and press into that stuff, and it can feel really good to get on the other side of it. But discerning the difference can take time. If you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out, email, text, call, I don't really care. My phone number and email address are everywhere. If you dig deep enough, you can find them. I appreciate you all following. Let's go ahead and seal this space. Bringing the palms together, rubbing them briskly. Base of your thumbs to heart center. Inhale deep. Exhale. Just do 3 Satnams today. Satnam. 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 May we find gratitude for all that lays out before us and learn to move with grace as we move through our days. Thank you for joining me. Satnam. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Also know that we have a Patreon and we are accepting supporters. Lowest tier is $5. That keeps things like this being made, helps support this path, this studio, these teachers. Thank you for watching.